good morning, everyone. Hello, hello. Patricia. P.
Mariah M.
PM Artist Studio. Good morning, everyone. Okay, wait, I gotta pull up my notes. Hey, and Robin, I figured out the Zoom, so just wait to be, wowed
Amazed
by some close shots. I was like, oh, and of course it was simple. It's just,
So many times that's exactly what happened.
All right, we are in week 7. And the final one to watercolor. I mean, not to say that we won't be bringing watercolor back in and whatever. Well, and it's the ending of what we're calling our mark making series. And of course,
Well, you just have to continue. This is why.
You've got to close that behind you. Look at that hot mess. See, I forgot to slide the thing. I noticed that last week, too. I was like, there we go. That bothers me. It doesn't bother her at all.
Yeah.
That's
Mariah
actually Izzy's
couldn't
thing.
go to sleep with the closet door. Oh.
Anyway, so we will be moving on. And I have some pretty exciting things coming up. But we'll talk more about that here in a second. Giveaway. Well, actually, let's say good morning to everybody that is here. I kind of said hello in the chat,
morning.
but I always like to say it out loud in the video too. So we had Laura R. Did she come back? Because if you're back in here, because I think she popped in and then popped out, but she did leave.
She was really early.
Yes, she left the first message, so she will also get one of the watercolor ATCs. So reach out to me, Laura, and I will get your address, and then we can get that all squared away once we have them finished. Because Sharon was our winner last week, and we're going to send one off to April. And that brings me to, okay, so our big giveaway, which is getting bigger and bigger. We even added a bunch of stuff yesterday.
And we went through the stack.
The stack from the last couple weeks of like all the goody good stuff that we kind of hold off to the side. And so a lot of that went into the bag of goodies. Now, we have a very exciting announcement. Do you want to say it? You tell them.
We're going to hook you up with some awesome watercolors via...
Yeah. Oh, and here, good. April just popped in. That was perfect.
Wonderful timing. Wonderful timing.
So, April from A Little Creative over there on Etsy, where P purchased her Renaissance set of the Tiffany Sharp. She's going to donate that to the giveaway. And we're like, well, that would be sad if they didn't have anything to put it in or to maybe paint with. So we are going to, I ordered it. It hasn't arrived yet. But so you'll end up with a little set, with a tin and also a little Da Vinci travel brush that should fit perfectly inside of there.
Yes.
We've measured it.
Hopefully.
Measured it right. That's on her if it doesn't fit. So yeah, that's pretty darn exciting right there. Thank you, April, for we were just like, what? Of course. She's like, are you taking donations? I'm like, well, of course we are.
Yeah. I'm really excited. I'm really excited for whoever wins this because I think you're going to love these watercolors.
She has.
They're so silky and you just want to lick them. They're lickable.
They're lickable, but please don't.
Yeah, especially the cadmium. I've heard that's really bad for you.
Yeah, there's probably something in that.
Yeah, and don't lick your brush.
Don't lick your brush.
Yeah.
We're doing some PSAs today, along with our giveaway. So,
yes.
As always, you must come back and leave in the comments to this video and even prior ones. If you want to go back and make sure that you are entered into all of them, make sure that you go back to the previous live streams and leave a comment below. And let us know that you are interested. Also, let us know some things that you liked about that stream. We love that. Oh, we had a great one. Janice P., she left a comment on the last one about how, what was it? She said that our alternative approach, which we love, because that is so us. Especially to watercolor.
Really. I really appreciate and love what other people do. And it's just
okay. We have some new. Oh, there's Janice. Look at us with our timing and everything.
Wow.
We love that comment. That was awesome. Chris is with us, and let's see, Sandy, Leslie. All right, all
Sandy
the groups
said good tips.
and
We aim to save a life.
Yeah, exactly. We're here to do things.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's that. I'm so excited. We talked about who's getting the ATC. Laura R., you're our winner. You got to get in touch with me. Let me know. Let's see, Angela and Laura McGuinn. Yeah. Okay, you're new. All right, you gotta let us know. All right. And let's see here. Sorry, I try to put people together with, like, you know, maybe channels or whatever, so I don't sound like I don't know you. It's not that I don't know you. It's just I may not recognize your name. But, oh, and Curious Universe, you're new. Okay. Okay, so.
And thank you.
Yes. How is your visual vocabulary little books coming? Because I'm not going to ask anymore after this.
We have a winner.
Well, yes.
It's just
Violet. Where are you? Are you listening? Fran? Somebody. Talk to them. Get them over here. They always show up right after. Maybe they are listening. And
maybe they are
waiting for a invitation into the chat. Come on, guys.
They might be crafting along with us.
That's right.
You know.
So
Multitasking.
Violet posted hers in our Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. If you aren't a member of that, please do come on over, answer the questions, unless, of course, we have invited you directly. All of that, business to get in there. But that's where we hang out during the week with all of you guys and get to see your fun stuff. Violet, she even did hers in purple. Loved it.
Yes.
That was awesome.
It was. I was very impressed.
So she's going to get a watercolor ATC. Do you have enough of these? I think we've got a few.
We have a few.
She's been working on some other things too. So never a shortage around here.
Oh, yeah. Here.
Oh gosh, and be careful with pulling that off the shelf. Things might tumble. It's all
We just have a few.
of ATCs. Not all those are watercolor, but
No, they're not.
Anyway, those are ones that still need work, and then there's another box that has some other things. So there's always stuff going on around here.
The back ones just need you to do your little magical stuff to the back of them.
I know, and I have some ideas, and that actually brings me to this. She really didn't we didn't plan that setup, but that was perfect. Because I had some ideas about the laser prints. And then we'll get to, I just wanted to kind of get you guys up to speed on everything, do our little, chatty bit. Our laser prints. Check that out. So,
It'd be a lot nicer if you'd remove that really.
Oh, here, why don't you read my note? Can you read my note?
I'll read it. It's nice and big. Transfer laser prints. Advantage. Okay, now why do you want to do this rather than just, print over the top of your already printed paper? Because, number one, you can control your color. You could hold that up there. Instead of black, that is this brilliant amethyst.
Yeah, see, it started out as this. These are the laser prints, and I have 3 different sets, and you can order the individual ones, too, if you want them.
Yeah, already printed. Now, you can also do this on the back. Mark making.
Mark making.
Mark making.
Okay. Cool?
You are never, ever, I shouldn't say never, ever.
Don't ever say never,
It's
ever.
very likely that it won't happen, that you get, could you put that up again?
This one?
No,
Yeah.
no.
This one.
Well, do we have one that's has a little more contrast?
Yes, here, hold on.
Okay. Because the details that you get from a gel print transfer.
Well, that's not a tonic transfer, but this is the one that I posted yesterday, or day before. This is the laser print.
That's the laser print. And that's the pull.
Yeah. So we'll try to get to some of this today, right? We're going to play around with
really,
it.
really going to try to do that. And the other thing is you have so much more control over what you're doing when you
Here, you guys will like this one.
yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one. And I think this is how the thing started.
It is. I think that this was an original, and it was just a little swirly-do drawing. I mean, this big. And Mariah does her digital magic,
She calls it
abracadabra, and voila.
So anyway, that's some
Yes.
fun stuff that we've been working on, and I think will be what we kind of go into
Segue into next week. We've got some other things on the that I've been playing around with.
some irons in the fire.
Irons in the fire, some new and exciting stuff. All right, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
Can I have my watercolor?
I'll send them through the pass if you want. I'm going to go over to her side. There we go there. And I'll get more paying attention to the chat here as well.
All right. Now, Mariah admonished me last week about, just sallying forth without giving adequate wait time for you to answer questions, because I just assume that, if you don't do it within the first 30 seconds, that
But
you're
she
just
didn't.
not interested.
Yeah, I told her, you got to wait until everybody has a bit of time to hear it, and then for it to kind of come back. Oh, hello, June. Welcome, June. And okay, we got Heather D. And let's see here. Julie. Hey, Julie. Let me see who else I missed. Sorry. We were trying to get through that because I knew I didn't want to, Oh, Carrie's with us. Good morning, Carrie. All right, I think... Oh, Gail. Hello, Gail. Oh, she makes the most beautiful... That's Gail that does the photography. So beautiful.
It is.
Amazing. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Okie dokie. I think I've caught up on everybody. All right. There we go. And it must be... All right.
All right. If you are one of the winners of the Watercolor ATC, and I'm really, I'm upset that I didn't, this one's like a weird
Elongated.
size. It might be an elongated ATC because I hate to destroy
Maybe a tag. We'll call it a tag.
Yeah, a tag ACT.
Like I said,
And I apologize for not doing salt last week. I made up for it. Did y'all see the video?
Now that was posted in Makers, so if you aren't part of the Makers of Mixed Media, Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, then
you need to rectify that.
I think. Maybe I did post it in shorts too, but I didn't want to do a big video thing of it because it really was not like...
Yeah, earth-shatteringly.
No, there are other
engaging.
People. And we gave you a link to an artist, a watercolor artist that is so much better
knows
than
what
us.
they're doing.
So much better than us.
Yeah, she walks you through it. She's going to tell you a lot of things that you probably don't really want to know.
But you might.
But you might.
And we didn't know that you didn't want to know or did want to know.
Yeah. It's just a more complete approach, and I really...
There you go.
I like... Well, number one, I like her voice. And her information is spot on.
Okay, this is an awesome Curious Universe. I want to know what your name is. If you want to put it in the chat, that's fine. But they say, I'm on your website. Thank you for having incredible, detailed, gorgeous stencils that don't require me to sell my firstborn to afford them. So excited about these. You're most welcome. Totally understand that. It's one of the reasons we started making... Well, main reason we wanted to make our own stencils is because we were like, okay, we want this. We want very specific things that...
I would see something I liked, but there was something about it I didn't like.
And part of that was even just the material that they're made of.
Yeah, that flimsy stuff really... I'm just kind of hard on them. And
She is. She rolls over them with her chair. These ones have been tested. All you have to do is put it in the window. I keep meaning, I'm going to make a little card that says, hey, by the way, if they get crinkled or mashed up in the, shipping, or even just you roll over it with your chair, put it out in the sun, or somewhere where it's warm, and it flattens out. It's amazing.
It's totally amazing. Okay, last week I did the saran wrap, and this is it dry. Isn't that gorgeous?
I did show that one yesterday. Last night, I think I posted that one on Instagram and stuff. But yeah, I mean,
okay.
And it's amazing because that's the metallic from nibs and pins and inks. I think they're all plural.
Yeah, I think so. And I think this one, actually...
But the links are actually, I think I included those in the description.
Make 2 cards. But...
Oh, yeah, that would.
Yeah, cut down the middle, make 2. And here's the salt one. And the thing about it is, and if you go to that one lady's video, she will talk to you about, the size of your salt.
And good morning, Marianne.
Size of your salt determines your little hoop-de-doos on your thing.
Size does matter.
It in certain cases, it certainly does. And
You heard it here.
you heard it there. Okay, I think that you can see in here. Can you see in here the lattice? The trick to this, you can see lattice up here, is to smash it. Because when I smashed it, then I got this. Isn't that cool?
Hey, and that's Wonky Net. That's one of the new ones. It's very popular.
And I really, I love this one so much. I use it all the time for all kinds of different things.
And I'm like,
Okay,
look
at that. We're really getting through the pile here very quickly. If there was anything there that you saw that you wanted to see more of or more explanation, just holler at me. Okay, I want you to know that in your quest for a watercolor, you're going to do a lot of really crappy, poopy looking.
Oh, you know, Robin, I don't think that Julie has the list. But let me, I know her links aren't working this morning. Here, I'll drop one in. I think I have it up here real quick. And you go ahead, P. I'm just kind of doing a little maintenance here.
Okay. All right, while she's maintaining, I'm going to reiterate. You will do poopy watercolors. There will be a lot that aren't really what you envisioned them to be. Not to worry. Don't throw these away. You want to do something like this with those. Now, this was done, oh my goodness. I was still teaching when I did this. So how long ago was that?
Oh, man. Really? Yeah, we pulled these out of the framed art. And she's like, we should probably change these out anyway. I'm like, it's fine. I don't care. Sometimes we used to just frame things.
Yeah, because we needed some stuff, and these just happened to be.
Yeah.
But
handy.
this is fun, and I'm going to do a little bit of this today. And this is done, and you can see the pen that I used was purple. I don't know where that went to.
Oh, Leslie wants to know what the best salt to use. You know who would be able to answer that a lot better than us is a little creative, April. If you want to let us know, we're just using our Himalayan pink salt, which is probably a little, probably a little shishi for what one really needs.
No, but there's also, and this is, okay, Tolly Parrish, Patty Tolly Parrish.
Oh, look at her, she got it. We've been working
rolled
on
off my tongue like
butter.
Butter. Yeah, she has this stuff that was called silk salt, and I don't know, she purchased it someplace. But I just smash up the Himalayan until it gets to be the size chunks that I want.
There you go.
So, we're combining the culinary with the...
Sandy says not poopy at all. She loves it.
Oh, this one here?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm sort of seeing like a cityscape, sunset. I just don't know what to do with this.
Good morning, Deborah. You're new. Hello.
But, I'll figure it out.
Oh, there you go, Robin. Now it's working. Awesome. I don't know. Maybe it just got a little glitchy.
Glitchy.
Awesome.
Glitchy. Okay. Now.
Okay, so, she wouldn't. Okay, two things. So Julie says rock salt. Oh, I think.
Rock salt.
Rock.
Yes, like the kind you use to make ice cream.
Oh, yes. Or throw down on the ground like when it's snowy and stuff, right?
Icy.
Yeah. Not to be eaten salt, I believe.
Yeah, I don't really know. I would just experiment. That could be a really wonderful
Who knows?
video. Okay.
Not one we're gonna do.
We're coming to a
And 1 second, there's silk salt. Never heard of it. Yeah, we never heard of it.
Never heard of it either. But that's what
Patty
used.
Yes, Patty Tolly Parrish used. And then let's see. Okay, here. April answered Malden salt, sea salt flakes. Perfect.
Ooh, that might be really cool.
Maybe we are gonna do a salt video. It depends on her interest level.
Well, I like that. Flakes are going to absolutely do different things there. Never thought of that. I mean, I know about flakes, though.
And I feel like there was another question, but chat was moving pretty quick there. Laura asked, I love the one you did when you were teaching. There we go. I thought she'd asked a question, but she just said that she loved the one where the one that we took off the wall. So she's going to do some of those, some of the doodle business here.
Yes, I am. I've already started on this one. But I'm going to go ahead and start on one that just is... And I'm going to use a bigger one simply because I think you can see it.
Hey, and Robin, I hope this works. This is for you, for sure.
What?
Oh, I need to switch over. I'm like, why am I seeing me? That's not good. There we go. Ooh. So there's that, but now I gotta switch to this widescreen. I don't know why it doesn't hold those settings. It's quite interesting. That's okay. I seem to be in control of things. But look at that! Woohoo!
What?
I zoomed in.
You zoomed in? Am I
did.
zoomed in?
I did.
Okay, now the other thing I want to do today is I do want to do some watercolor leaves. So that's, you know.
She will watercolor some leaves.
I will watercolor some leaves. Whether you want to see it or not. Okay, here we are. Now,
That's a very good tip. So
What?
Robin says silk salt is sold by retailers that sell fabric dyes. Dharma Trading is a good source.
I used to order all my batik stuff from Dharma Trading.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Well, in fact, we ordered Izzy's t-shirts and her little leggings.
That's right, because we did a little tie-dye thing.
Yeah, that was fun.
It was fun. A little
Okay.
labor intensive, especially with a 4-year-old.
Yeah, no kidding. So, basically, I just take the shapes that I see out there and do something with them.
Oh, April likes a variety of salts. We're still talking about the salt.
Oh, you know, just, yeah, talk amongst yourselves. I'm just going to carry on.
She's kind of going to do her mark making, line making. Some people call it doodling. She doesn't like to call it doodling.
Well, I think it's like using the word fodder. It diminishes the,
Yeah,
you
a
know.
little bit.
I just don't think that you need to.
But April likes a variety of salts. And she has also tried the silica packs, but that she said it was okay, but didn't work as well. There you go. Yeah, I like the salt flake thing. That does sound interesting. I bet that would create some cool patterns. It seems like. So what's your approach there, P?
I'm just following the lines that I see out here. Mariah, you're just so funny.
I'm going to see if I can zoom in even one. I don't know if it'll go in anymore. No. Oh, it does. Look at that. Are you guys so excited about this? Give me some love in the chat. You're as, you know, even an eighth of the excited that I am about figuring this out. Oh, jeez. It kind of reminded me like of those one things in Star Wars, the big walkie things. If you have any Star Wars fans and you know what it is, let me know. And don't be mean to me because I don't know. April's going to send us a little bit of salt when she sends us the stuff for the giveaway. Oh, that's so sweet.
Now, what kind of salt is she sending?
I think the silk stuff, maybe.
Oh.
I don't know.
Basically, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to...
Anne gave me a good zooming. Okay, go ahead. What she's basically trying to do, go ahead.
Is make little places that I can put... and this kind of hastens back to my days of batiking. Because you make little areas where you can put color in that divides it from the one next door. That way you've got containers built in. And you can just follow, you know, whatever. I do love very much to do overlapping because I just think it makes it more interesting. Like right there.
Now, talk about what kind of pen you're using. Because that is sort of important.
Yes, it's important that it's permanent because we're going to go over this with water here in a minute. This is Microperm 03 Sakura. I'm very fond of these. Now, they don't necessarily work terribly well if you are going over acrylic. They get bald. That little tip will get all
Gooed
up. And it's really incredibly irritating.
Best way to put that. Gooed up.
And it makes you want to say bad words.
And they're a little bit pricey. Oh, hey, Violet.
Violet, did you hear?
Yeah, well, we were talking about you earlier about how you were the one that posted your mark making in the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group. We were very excited about that. We're gonna send you an ATC for doing that. One of these that Pete will hopefully finish soon.
Well, they're probably not going to be finished today.
No.
But what we will do is once they are finished, we will set them out here
Yeah, and then you guys can
and
pick.
number them, and you can pick whichever one you want. Because, you know, if you pick one today, it might turn out really crappy and you'll be really upset that you picked that one. Because I just keep doing something to them until they end up someplace that Mariah takes them away. And then I find them and do some more things to them.
Uh-huh. I try to get backs on them and send them out to people before she finds them again.
Or she puts them in a notebook over there. But I know where that is
Yeah,
now.
she has. She's been digging things out. I'm like, whoa, once it goes in the notebook, it's done. She's like, no, that's not true.
Well, the whole thing is, all right, now, see, I came in there, I've got all those circles, so I see these little square shapes here. Well, now I've got little square shapes, so I must remember that I need to do that somewhere else. You can't just have one thing just suddenly popping up out, and you know, you got to have some. But it has to make sense. So I'm looking here and I'm thinking, see this right here? That makes it kind of squared off, so I'm going to put some more little rectangles there. I've got some little rectangle possible shapes over here.
All right, and when you guys are bored with this, let us know, because we have other things we're willing to move on to.
We do. I just want to do a little bit more just watercolor too.
Yeah.
I want to
Show the leaves.
I want to do the leaves. I really want to do the leaves.
And this is great stuff to do while you're watching TV, because you can kind of, you know, in and out. And
It really is. And one of the reasons that I've always liked watercolor is because you can go off and leave it and you don't have to worry about your paints drying out. And this is one that I started last week. It's fun stuff, and it's just it's almost like it's an artist's version of coloring, because it's very zen. You just get into a groove. Excuse me. Okay, now, where are my leaves? Lost my leaves. Okay, well, obviously these aren't a very good candidate for gel plating, because they're a little on the stiff side. But they're wonderful for what we're going to do.
what are you going to do?
I'm going to draw a leaf.
You're going to draw a leaf.
I'm going to draw a leaf. And I'm just going to not really worry about so much whether I go off the page or whatever. But I'm just going to try to get...
April said she loved watching it. It's very meditative. We're like, I don't know how like riveting this whole line drawing business is. You guys are sweet. That's really sweet.
It is. Now, I'm editing as I go along. I'm the person doing this, so I'm allowed to do that. And the thing about leaves is, actually, the less they look like a leaf, sort of sometimes, the more successful they are when you start painting them. If you try to just make a leaf look like a leaf, it's not terribly interesting.
Oh, Laura wants to see the one that we pulled out of the frame again.
Okay.
She likes it.
Which one?
I think it's that one. The one in your...
This one.
Yes.
I like this one too. Good choice. Now, if that tickles your fancy, I can send you that one too. I'm not... I'll even sign it.
Are you coming over to say hello for a second?
Hi, darling.
Oh, hi.
It's really squishy.
It's really squishy. Okay. Let's scoot over into the frame. There you go. Well,
Do you
those...
want to come and see the new dog bed?
I will after the stream. Okay, you head down with Daddy, okay? Okay.
It's really, really big. It's shaped like it's square.
Oh, nice.
We don't need the circle one anymore.
Okay, well, good.
Bye, sweetie.
But that was too little.
Okay, now this is the brush or similar.
Yeah.
This
Size
is the,
wise.
yeah, this is the one that came with my set. But it does fit in there.
Crossways.
But you have room in the tin that you can actually utilize. Okay, I need to do this real quick.
And it's a number 4.
And this is a number 4 also.
Yeah. Which
I just really decided I like this number 4. You know, I never knew that I did.
of course, the hearts and the hello Izzy's.
Oh, she's a sweetie. They went to the Enchanted Light.
Yes, we went to the light thing last night.
And
it was poured. I mean, we were all sopping wet. Just, real, memories. Making memories in the rain.
Okay, when I put my water down out here, I want to kind of stay away from the edge. Because that's where I want to get. Because the other thing I wanted to do with this is show you gradation. Because we talked about that last week, and I don't know if I really emphasized that. But can you see where I put the water? Oh, I don't need to do that anymore.
No, you can do that. But Laura now wants to see the one that was next to the other one. Because you put them all out there. She's like, oh.
I think that was this one.
Yeah. But that's all watercolor. Now layers of it, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Coming back in. And you may have even used some saran wrap on that one.
Well, this is just wet on the underneath side.
And then the pen work at the very
Pen
last.
work, yes. Yeah.
So there you go.
There you go. All right.
Yes, that's why we didn't go to the live stream last night, is that, yes, we were out and about and getting, drenched in the rain. The cold rain. But we figured it was best to go sooner rather than later, because I think it's probably going to get kind of nuttier as it gets closer to Christmas, so knock that out. All right, so you have wet on wet going on inside of the leaf area.
Right. And I'm really, and I'm messing up all my colors, and whoever would be horrified that, that's what I'm doing. But
this is why you create the little swatches.
Yeah.
So
that you
have a
actually,
reference of what's underneath there.
You're going, oh yeah, look, there it is. There's my yellow. Oh, that's some nerdy art humor. God. It's just...
Oh, that's funny. Oh, April says she would love to see you go back and layer a bit of... Oh, I think she is. You're going to come back to the one that you were drawing on a little bit. Just to show that...
Oh, yes,
yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
I think she just wanted to get the leaf kind of going, so it has a little bit of time to dry. So you can kind of come back to it as well. Right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. It just depends. Now, you always want to get a little bit of green on your leaf, just to, remind people that...
It was once alive.
I don't know. I that's my feeling.
These are some of the P rules. Doesn't necessarily apply to anything. But she has them.
Okay, now, I'm leaving white out there. I just feel like you should do that. When you're doing watercolors, I feel like that's just...
Part of it.
Part of it.
I need to zoom in. I zoomed back out. I'm going to zoom back in. Looky there. Oh my goodness.
Now I'm just coming along here and I'm allowing, because remember, I don't have any water right out to the edge. And if you get out of the line, you don't have to worry about it. This is light enough that you can come back in.
Which green was that, or did you kind of mix it up on your own there?
Oh, this is just mixed up on my own, yeah. And you can see it's not terribly transparent. I'm a little irked about that, but oh well.
Oh, you wanted it a little lighter?
Well, I wanted to see more interaction with the water. Okay.
She's not used to these highly pigmented.
I'm not. I'm used to using really
Crayola.
cheap Okay, now when you get right down to the very end here, can you see the size of that brush?
See, and you don't
I
even
don't-
have to hold it up.
I don't even know what it is, but it's like, you can tell it's plastic. It's like a super cheap brush.
It had a little wonky hair out, or a tuft that was pointing out in a different direction.
And now I'm just hitting that very edge. Just that very, very, very edge.
Oh, here, I'm gonna see if I can. Oop, the other direction. There, look at that, guys. That was amazing. I'm very excited about these controls.
Me too. Now you can see some stuff, good stuff happening down there.
What's the good stuff
The
happening?
good stuff is the blending.
So you're kind of just drawing in the little different sections that you.
And I'm doing my wet on dry because I'm going right on the edge of it. But I still have enough water or enough moisture there that
Things are moving.
things are moving, and yes, it's that moving here. Anyway, I love leaves. I love doing leaves.
I have a lot of leaves done by Patricia.
I think leaves are more interesting than flowers because you have more leeway on what you can do to them. Now, if you wanted to come in at the very end and you wanted to add some super powsy wowsy little
Oh, goodness. These are fall leaves.
color there, just, you know, little bitty focal point. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I think it's gorgeous.
I love it.
Okay. 2 before time.
Leave it alone.
Done. Dunsies, dunsies, dunsies.
All right, there you go.
And I will bring that back in because you will be surprised how much that changes.
Violet said that brush did a lovely job. Really nice lines.
It did, that little crappy cheap one. Okay, now where's my...
Julie's so riveted by this that she's not even gonna go get a cup of tea yet.
Bless her heart. Okay, now we're back to this. All right, well, we need to put in a few more lines before we really start doing some color. And I like this here. I'm gonna bring those little jobbers down there. Bring those up here, just getting a little bit longer and maybe even
Oh,
going behind the little
connecting things.
circles there. Come back over here. I like this. And I think that this should come across here.
Why do you think that should come across there?
To hook up here and have a relationship.
And kind of frame it out a little.
Frame it out a little bit. It's a stopping point. It's a bookend. It says, don't go there. I want you to come back and
in.
look in here at what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and connect some of these little things that are going across here. I always think that's
Yeah, it
interesting.
makes me happy. Yeah, because otherwise you sort of have just a puffy ball thing happening.
Yeah. It's always a good thing. And I'm trying purposefully not to hit that exact line there because I don't want it to hit and go into that one.
Why is that?
Because it's just not a good idea. I don't know why. I made that up.
That's a P rule right there. Because I said so.
No, it's just because I think it looks silly when you do it.
Yeah, I know I see a critter too. it's kind of caterpillary, maybe with a little bit of a dog head. But then what's funny is like, so it's like little ideas are coming out of its head and floating out.
Into space somewhere.
Into space somewhere. I definitely can relate to that.
Somewhere.
I'd like to, you know, capture some of them and put them back in.
And sometimes I like to stop because see this one here? I would like to make that look like it is behind that one. And then I can just go on about my merry way here.
Oh, I think, you know, guys, this is one of those things that don't put too much pressure on yourself, for one.
What?
And so they're saying that, you know, that Julie was saying that this is where her talents struggle. But part of this is just...
Oh, I have
practicing.
absolutely no agenda here.
Yeah.
I am just following the lines that the watercolor has presented to me.
This is where, like, you know, as a kid, you look up at the clouds and you see shapes.
Exactly. That is a wonderful analogy.
Thank you.
That
Izzy
is,
does it all the time, so...
yeah, she does, and it's a lot of fun. Okay, now see, I can just see a very faint thing there, but that's what I'm going to zero in on, because I want to get a little bit of overlapping going on here. That gives me an idea to make this.
Yes, exactly. Violet says, yeah, the practice. It is. It's kind of muscle memory type thing. It's like riding a bike a lot of times. You just kind of... You know, every time you do it, you're a little bit better and a little more confident about it.
And I'm trying to keep my hand out of the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you are kind of doing this at a weird angle.
I want you to be able to see where I'm going and what I'm doing here. Okay, now see this little kind of break off here? All right, so I don't have anything down here, but that doesn't mean that I can't make up something down here. And this is going to become...
And bring in another, and once you bring in another layer of your watercolor,
then I can coordinate this with other places where it's really white and it looks like it's all kind of coming together there. Okay, this is really...
And that'll help you, like, also, like, as you are coming back in with the watercolors, to tell you, to remind you, oh, hey, you know, because you've already done the work. To remind you to come back in it and you wanted to work on an area. Because as Pete said, a lot of times if you put it down in the evening or, you know, as you're working through it, you may not, you kind of need that reminder of where you left off.
And each one of these is going to be different. I mean, you're going to develop your own style of doing things. But at the same time...
Now it does. It kind of looks like, they're saying it looks like little arms are reaching out and kind of holding the little white area there inside of the blue. In that corner.
Oh, yeah, I see that. And here's a turkey leg.
Gobble, gobble. Hope everyone did have a good Thanksgiving. Those of you guys here in the States. We sure did. It was a little stressful. It's always a little stressful. We had a roll situation.
We always have a roll. I swear that...
There's always something.
You know, these wonderful things that they provide in the freezer department at the
They
store.
really are quite wonderful. Life-altering. Because we are not bread makers.
And I just think it's wonderful that we have that. But so far we've managed to... We either...
Timing is...
Don't have them out long enough, or
Right.
they're out too long.
Yes. Last year, it wasn't long enough. And we were still waiting for some of them to prove or to thaw out.
You know, to puff up, to do their bready thing.
And then this year, we had like...
At 9:30, we opened up the oven and we were met with large Pillsbury Doughboy.
Yeah,
Did y'all watch the parade?
Did y'all? P was a little angry. We started out on the wrong network.
You know,
There's a better... We're not going to mention any, you know, but that there's a better network to watch it on.
you have a choice, yes.
But Izzy was very excited about it this year, and we've been trying to show it to her for years. Big fans of the parade. Okay, I'm going to get back to the chat here. It kind of looks like Great Lakes of Florida. There you go. All right, Leslie. I just learned about the... Oh, wait, there was something. Okay. Neurographic art, Gail mentioned. And then April says that she just learned about that last week. Didn't you watch something about that? Or send me something? I feel like... There you go. I've also learned not to... Yes, don't give yourself too much area to work with when you're first starting out. And this is what Mom talks about all the time with Izzy, that, you know, giving them, especially little kids, smaller pieces of paper, because you can go through more of those and have more success. Because you don't feel like, oh man, I just messed up a whole big sheet of paper.
Yeah, and this stuff's expensive.
Yeah, so you can kind of move along. And then, you know, hey, you always have the opportunity to collage with it or make ATCs or things, you know, of that nature. So, definitely, that was a very good point. Very good point, Violet.
Okay, now at this point, I can start coming in with my color to develop areas that I want to work with and develop. But right now, what I'm seeing is I'm seeing this side, and I'm kind of seeing a division down the middle. Y'all feeling that?
Yeah, I do.
So I feel like I need to somehow or other bring whatever's happening here over here, and whatever's happening here over here.
How are you going to do that?
Repetition. I mean, I don't even have to think about it. I've already started a little bit here. Okay, so we don't necessarily have to have the same size.
I saw a group of people too. Yeah, when you turn that around, the arms then just actually become a leg, and it looks like some ladies kind of dancing together, or you know, some fun stuff there.
Okay, so this is what I decided to do. Now I don't really have a thing to go, but I'm going on what I see over there. I'm giving these a little bit more variety in size when I did those over there. Those are all pretty uniform.
Sandy would like to know, are you using only watercolor paper? Yes, at this moment in time for sure.
This is Arches, and I can tell you that because it has that black.
Maybe that's why they do that. It's a branding thing.
I don't know, but I usually chop it off.
Yeah.
I find it highly irritating.
Yes. And it's pretty strong stuff. It requires being chopped off. It doesn't just like peel off.
No, it does not. I'm not sure exactly what they
Yes,
were.
I saw a striped sock as well.
Okay, and so I'm just repeating these little circles over here, and then all of a sudden this starts feeling like it's
Coming together.
It's coming together.
It's not two pieces, it's one.
It's not two pieces, it's one.
Heather D is also a map seer. She sees maps. Our friend Fran. Where is Fran? Come on, Violet. Go get Fran. She always sees maps, like a zoomed in aerial. Yes, and so one of the papers that we have available now in the laser prints for the gel printing, it looks very topographical, especially when it's printed in certain colors and stuff. It's kind of cool because I was like, wow, that really looks like a topographical map. No, I think, is that a smooth one?
It's
Sort of.
I went with the smoother side because there's always two sides. There's a really it's a little bit bumpy, but it's not overly bumpy. Yeah.
Not overly.
It's not overly bumpy. There is some here. Okay, now you seeing these little dots down here? They're actually there.
Oh, thanks. Laura says, what a helpful conversation that demos how to make your composition cohesive as you go. Perfect. Well said.
All it requires is that you just do something to one side that you did to the other.
Yes, Violet. P does prefer the cold pressed.
Yes, I do. Especially for this kind of stuff. But you know what? I'd already started on this, and I thought this was my best bet for today.
We have a little bit of everything, you know, around. So we try to use what we have.
I buy this stuff on sale, and I'm telling you, when you see it on sale,
oh, I know, and
jump on it.
And she went over to buy it, and it had already gone back up to like $19.99, which I think is still not a terrible price.
But that's not my $14.95.
No, it was $17.
Oh, was it 17?
17 was the sale. Yeah. Hey, Judy 3333 Judy 33. I always think that. The 33 Judy 333. All right. Okay. I'm getting bored with this personally.
Okay. Everybody done with this? Laura, we might have to do a Zoom.
Or April.
April.
You guys want to, come hang with P and watch some murdery stuff and doodle.
Oh, do you have my hearts, my murdery hearts that I made? That somebody asked me to make?
Yeah, Julie. I do. They're downstairs, though. Because I have them, to send out.
Oh, and we're sending them to Julie.
I was going to. Surprise,
Oh.
Julie. I have some hearts for you.
Well, no, you're not going to get surprised. Oh, well.
She's terrible.
Okay, now, I'm not through with this yet. Mariah wants me to move on to that other stuff, but
Well, I wanted you to watercolor on it a little bit, too.
oh, well.
I mean, I thought that's what was going to happen. But.
All right. Well, that might happen. That might happen. But what I wanted to show you is some of my new lines that I worked on. I'm very, very happy with some of them. And got some ideas when I saw Violet's.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was using some kind of lettery things on hers. I thought, oh, I'm going to go back and do that.
And this way, when you're feeling a little like, hey, just not feeling totally into something, just,
This can get you started.
Yeah.
Okay, so I remember I had these two little things that I was checking my colors on. Well, this is, you can tell, this is some really good watercolor paper, and you don't want to throw any of these little pieces away. And if they have little pieces on it like this is kind of a little handle. Okay, so I'm going to, these are going to be, I'm going to cut them out, but I'm not going to cut them out until I'm completely.
What are you doing with those?
I'm making them into little medallion things to put into things.
I love it.
I
love it.
You just watch me do this.
I'm watching you do it. I'm excited for you. I think that's a lovely idea. I just didn't know why you were keeping that little corner, swatch piece, whatever it was.
So you can hold it.
Yeah.
It's a handle. Jeez, Mariah.
I don't know. Oh, that's hilarious, Laura. She said so on the one that you were, just drawing on. She saw everyone crammed on a Vespa. And Julie saw a kitty. Leslie saw Winnie the Pooh. It's quite the character. Sharon's laughing at it's a handle.
But see, look how good it works because.
And you're using your little reference guide there.
I'm using my little reference guide over here.
Her visual vocabulary.
My visual vocabulary.
It's just being a little bit smarty pants, but that's all right.
Okay, I don't know if I don't really, I want to not mess this up.
Just gotta lean in. You're
Sorry.
fine. No, you're good. Ooh. And those are that's,
well, kind of, because I mixed some orange in with it. That's really how color it is.
you can never trust anyone.
Yeah.
There's always gonna be a mix.
Yeah, well, it's not intentional. It's just, it's just what happens there.
But those are the metallic ones from Nibs Pens and Ink. There we go. I think I got it. Woohoo!
Okay.
We have the Thunder. What is it? Thundercloud? Thunder.
Oh, that's the black one.
But yeah, it's coming. I'm really excited about that one. It's blue and sparkly. So we may be busting out with some watercolors later on. Which, we're going to try to kind of bring them in here and there anyway.
Because really, that's the whole idea here. Is you're making your vocabulary, so you want to use it.
Yeah.
And it's going to make you, number one, a lot more confident. Now I'm going back to the 3 hairs. One of them sticking out. 3 hairs, one sticking out. Okay.
How many does that leave you? I don't know. It sounds like one of those terrible word problems that I was always
That
like,
make my brain hurt.
yeah. Like, could you just, stop trying to trick me?
Okay. Kind of like that. Maybe I'll add some of that.
Hey, that is a skill, Julie.
What?
She says she's good at shading and making things look 3D. That takes.
It do. And look, see, it's all smushing together there. I'm really irritated.
Sometimes I
about
forget which way that I'm bringing in my light. You have to think about that.
that. You do. I can do more shading with a pencil.
Oh, Isabella, so glad you're here.
Okay, well, there are my little hoopty-doos.
Hey, Julie can make a heart look puffy. I bet you can, Julie.
Well, we'll send you those murdery hearts and you can make them look puffy. All right. Now, what's next?
Oh,
What does
goodness.
Mariah want me to do next? She wants me to put the watercolor away.
Well, I don't.
I have to wait for that to dry. I'm going to come back to that. I'm going to add some more. And I think I've got enough that I can even
Yeah.
get one there.
Yeah, you could do some cool thing there.
I'm going to just go ahead and finish that little booger out.
Okay. Looky there. Oh. Did you just have that like ready or just?
What?
Well, because I have it zoomed out, so you're not really seeing the paint. So did you just grab that bit of?
Oh, no, it's the one I messed up and put some red in
You
with
just got lucky because like you grabbed that and it was like the paint was already on there. Like, wow, man, that was a decision.
Well, I can't mess with those others yet
Don't,
because
yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just put this over here and come back to it later. Y'all help me remember.
Okay. You guys have to remember that we want to bring those medallions back. Are you going to put paint on the little thing that you doodled or not?
Oh, I am.
And sorry, I keep saying doodle. She
I-
gets
I-
mad at me when I say doodle, but
I am going to do some stuff
you're
here.
very awesome drawing with the mark
Okay,
making.
so basically, I don't have to. I don't even have to do the color because these colors are so light. I can bring in any color I want.
Yeah.
That's
Do
the
it.
other thing. I can do that. So, I'm really, I'm in love with this Indian
Oh, the Indian yellow is
Indian
beautiful.
yellow, and look at what I mixed up the other day.
She has it in acrylic now too.
But I need to put, I think, a little bit more yellow in it.
Yeah, it's looking a
This
little.
isn't opaque, but yeah, it needs a little bit
It's a
more.
little on the orangey.
I really love this, and I'm just...
Oh, Carrie, she's off of her Skype call. She's probably, hey, you came in at a good time. We're using the Indian yellow. It is really beautiful.
It's such a, I don't know, it just makes me happy to look at it. And I'm just dipped my brush in a little bit of water there.
And Carrie's got me all interested in this gouache business because she's been doing awesome things with gouache, making those deer in the buck. I love it.
Now, so you see what's happening here? Because I have the overlapping stuff here, I'm just going down here, and all of a sudden I'm seeing some problems there where I don't want to go over there with this color. I want it to stop here.
Oh, so you create like a line to indicate where you want it to stop.
Yeah. So, I've got this here. I've already got this started, and I very quickly come in with my pen and cut that off.
Stop.
Yeah. And then I can just carry on here.
There you go.
Carry on. Like, I'll tell you what, I know that it seems kind of weird that I just keep going on about this color, but I've never had this color before.
Okay, I had to read that there for a second because I was like, am I reading that right? Okay, so Carrie says, it is lovely. It is from the pee of cows fed on mango leaves. Did you know that?
What is it?
I think you're Indian yellow.
Oh. Really?
Well, there you go. Oh, Violet says, "Oh, Mariah, I learned of something called clear tar gel this past week. I tell you, be careful.
Oh.
Warning.
It
Tar gel
takes-
is a beautiful thing, but it needs to be respected. And be careful what you mix it with. And yes, good luck.
It takes ages to dry.
Yes, especially if you start mixing it with other things.
But it is a wonderful,
Oh, yeah.
wonderful thing. Okay, so we've got this on this side. We must put some on this side.
April is also a big fan of the Indian yellow. It's
So-
just, it's happy.
I don't know. I'm feeling like I need some more divisions here.
Yes. She has the pen cap in her mouth. or oh, she had a brush.
I had a brush. I do that all the time.
I do too, and then I wonder about, like, it's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, because who knows where it's been.
Carrie says, well, it used to be. Okay, and here's a Aurelian. Is that, I hope I said that.
Orwellian.
Orwellian?
Is that referring to...
Aureulian?
That's...
Aurelian yellow. But nowadays it's synthetic. Thank goodness. And for those of you that lick your paintbrushes, you know, it's clean. It's just, you know, it's okay. Oh, Julie learned that yesterday that the sap from the stem of a mango will burn you really bad. Well, that's interesting. Well, fun, you know, fun facts.
Fun-filled facts. Say that really fast. Okay, so I've got some, the other thing you want to balance here when you're doing is you want to try to balance your verticals with your horizontals. And it's just good design.
It's just good design.
Just do it.
Take our word for it.
Yeah.
You know, don't ask too many questions.
I don't know where exactly I heard that, but I just know.
Yeah.
So those going across here did two things. They created some spaces for me to put color in, and we want to do that because we want.
And are you referring to? She wants to know what brand of paint you use in the Prussian blue. If you're talking about the acrylics, that's the Amsterdam is the one that we've been using a lot lately.
Yes, and I also have it in golden too, and I like both of them equally well, and they work equally well.
Yes, especially for the poles, the laser print poles that we're gonna do. Hey, now we are at 11 o'clock, so I don't know if that, because she has a bunch of other examples from what she did last week that you are going to do some gel printing with. Is that correct? Or do you want to just continue on all watercolor, which I'll have to go back and change the title of this video, but that's fine. No worries. You know.
Okay, can we ask the group?
What do you guys, would you like to continue on with this? Or do you want to kind of see what our idea about next level, taking these that have been drawn on, layered with, you know, the various layers of watercolor, then with the pen. Our next thing after that was going to be doing some cool mark making with the gel plate. So I'll give you guys a minute. She can continue, Pete can continue. I love where this is going though. It's making me very happy now. Before I was sort of like, but that's usually how it goes.
It is. And I think that it's really instructive that, you know, when you're painting one color on your surface, try to do it in multiple places. It doesn't have to like be exactly the same color, but at least sort of kind of.
April says golden makes a wonderful acrylic Indian yellow. Oh, that's some news. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, she'll be shopping later. If you got an affiliate link, April, let us know. Okay. Yes, deep convo going on for sure. Oh, and Julie found the Prussian blue and Liquitex. I would assume that that is right along the same level, because that, right? That's
Yeah.
sort of been our findings. Try to find whatever you can find on sale.
I have in the Tiffany Sharp set from.
Oh, we've got a lot of gel plate. Yeah, gel plate, gel plate, gel plate, gel
Okay.
plate.
Okay.
I got 4 gel plates.
All right.
Next level. Yes, next level.
Okay. Now, what exactly was I doing?
She's joking. She chuckled.
No, I'm not joking. I forgot.
You forgot what you were doing? Okay, so as she explained it to me, and I'm gonna, should I back out? I'm gonna zoom out. There we go. So you can kind of see everything that's going on there. We are going to do some of the laser print pulls, but you're going to do it on top of the ATCs to not only seal in, but also create marks on top of some of those examples that you feel are sort of done with the watercolor end of things, but now
Look at the leaf.
oh, that does look lovely.
Just had to bring it back in.
She had to bring it back in. Show you guys its status. The status update of the leaf.
You know, and this Prussian blue is really nice Prussian blue, by the way, too. And the other thing I like about this set is the sepia. That is a wonderful brown.
That's what you were just using on the little
That's
medallion.
what, yes. And see, I mixed some in with that, but that's okay. We don't care. This little case, I want y'all to know, I spent 2 hours.
And then we couldn't find it again. I was like,
No.
would you please
And
go
it's
upstairs
not-
and look in your order?
I did, but they changed the color. Now it's black. But, you
So-
know, I figure that's okay.
Yeah.
That is okay.
And magnets are lovely because you can use the magnets. And then we even noticed that the Nibs pen and ink, she put magnets on the bottom of
so
her
it-
little half pans.
Yeah.
So they automatically go in there.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cool, huh?
Cool.
Cool stuff. Okay. Get this out of
Hey,
here.
and she sends little samples, so if she does that with this next set of stuff that comes, then maybe we'll include 1 or 2 of those really cool, fancy, sparkly colors in the giveaway as well. Actually, this would be a really great time. If you guys haven't given the video a thumbs up, please do. If you are watching the replay, that is awesome. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, ring that bell, because then you will be notified whenever we go live, and it lets you know when we've scheduled videos and all of that business. Let's see. So yeah, give the video a thumbs up. That helps us. We're getting closer to our 2,000 subscribers one of these days. Oh, that just reminded me when I looked at the end of this. So, was I done with all that? I'm sorry, my brain's kind of all over the place today. Yeah, I was done with all of that business of the like, subscribe, and ring the bell. There you go. Cool thing that happened to this print that P pulled, was it yesterday or the day before?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The furry bit that happened.
That was yesterday.
And so
weird.
it was kind of crazy. You know how she does the 2 plates next to each other, and I'm guessing that's maybe how it happened, because when she brayers across the 2 plates, because I was thinking about this, I'm like,
Right.
how did this happen? Because this doesn't normally happen. But I think because it slings little bits of paint as she's going across the 2 plates, that it then created this little strip of furry little bits that once she did the final
That
pull,
stuck up into the
I mean,
paint.
it stuck straight up. It was hilarious. It looks like fur. Now, since then, they have, you know, laid down, but still, very cool, very funny business.
Okay.
This is the topographical map. Maybe that's what I should call it. I did call it Doodle, and she got mad at me when I started calling things Doodle. But, you know, it is what it is. People will search that. It's the pointy Doodle. She's giving this look. Like, what?
Okay. All right. Well, what I'm going to try to do here, measure this out so I know where I'm going. I want to get some of this. This is really ho-hum, you know. All it does is leave a big blank area. So I don't want to do that. I want to put it down there just like that. All right, so what color do we want to do this? It needs to be a rather serious color. It doesn't need to be whimsical.
Well, I'll do the Prussian blue because
I
that
think
is
Prussian
always
blue.
good results, and it was just talked about. So why not?
Yeah. And I'm going to use some of my golden Prussian blue.
Oh, cool. Yes. Robin says she was ready to move on. Can you put the steps out of finishing this in the group? We totally will. In fact, thank you, Robin. I tell you what.
What
love
is
you.
it you're talking
She's
about?
reminding me things. We should do kind of like, and by the way, we did a blog on this process right here with the laser prints. And that I have available, it's up now on our website. So if you go to our blog, it's the very last one that we just did for this thing. But we will do that for the watercolors. And we'll do like the step-by-step. I will even maybe pull some screenshots and maybe we'll do some little videos. So that way you guys can see and we'll write out more of the, I think that's what Robin was saying. Like
All right.
Finishing it out. With the,
I want to talk about this.
sorry, go ahead.
I want to talk about what happened here.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put anything down there because right now what happened is, can you see that area out in the middle there?
Yes.
This is where it's a good idea to have a lot more paint than you really... I would rather, on this pull business, I would rather brayer off and lose some than lose a whole thing on my print. So, I'm going in with a really heavy layer. And I'm really glad that happened. When it looks like that, you're not going to get a good...
Laura, so these are these little photograph, and I think that we have this on the gel printing, on our commonly used product thing, but for the gel printing one, blog. But they're acetate, but you get a great price. They come in, didn't you get like the last set? That
Okay,
you got?
I'm taking... You know when you do that, I have to interrupt you.
Yep, sorry.
All right, so I just counted, it was 11 seconds
Good job.
that I did the rubby rub, and you can see there was one place that I didn't hit as heavy as I needed to there. But do you see what happened there? And this is the golden acrylic. I'm almost thinking I really do like the Amsterdam Expert better than the golden. And it's really almost the same price. And I got mine on sale, so it was a really good deal. So do you see the areas up here where I told you that the heavier, the dark, that's what happens. And that's good to know.
Now I can remove those. We can bust those apart if you don't like the. I like the
I
heavier.
kind of like them. I like it. It gives you some options there. And if you pull it right along this thing here, you get this nice area. Don't throw any of these away.
You can use them.
You can use them. You can use them. And I fully plan on using them. And this one down here, this is going to be a good one when we do the tear. Mm-hmm. And actually, you know what I could do is hand this across to you, Mariah, and you could do some tearing.
Okay, I can do that.
Because you do a lot better tearing job than I do.
That is true. I am a much
Okay,
better
we
tearer.
want to make sure that this is completely dry.
While that's drying, talk about the little photo acetate thing that you have the gel plates on.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to talk about.
yes, you get 3 of them. I have the black one is underneath my rolly table, which is right on the edge of what you can see. Keeping it from tilting off the edge because there wasn't enough room on the shelf there. But you get 3. You get a black one and 2 white ones. Or is it just a black and a white?
I don't know, but it was a set, which was great.
I can't remember.
And
But
quite reasonably priced.
yes, I really like these. They make
Hey, Becky.
transporting things. I can take this to the bathroom and scrub it with Bon Ami and clean it up so that it looks pretty good. And actually, I'm liking it better since I started scrubbing it because it's not quite so
It's
shiny.
buffed out the shiny. But that's, they want that for the photography because, it's to set things on and then you get that reflection and all that. But
Yeah.
You know, we use it for other things.
Yeah. Okay, now, while that's drying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull in some of my watercolors that I think could benefit. Now, the other thing that when you're printing on these, I remember this when we did, what did we do? I think it was ATCs.
Yes.
But they actually, the texture will show up on your plate.
Yes.
But I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking this could be a really, really interesting pull there.
Hello, Tanya.
Depending on what I pull it with.
Welcome, welcome.
Yes.
We have put away the watercolors, sort of. We're now going to gel print on the watercolors. Because it wouldn't be a proper PM Artist Studio demonstration if we weren't, you know, doing something on the gel plate.
I'm not using the salt.
Yeah, I don't know, if you want that on your...
I just don't want that on my gel plate. I mean, I'm still recovering from the beads.
the glass beads are still giving.
I'm thinking that might be interesting.
Here, I thought even, I don't know that this is going to do anything, but is this what you were wanting?
Yes, thank you, ma'am.
You're very welcome.
Okay, now, if you take this and you kind of tilt it, you can tell if you can get another
Pull out of it.
pull out of it. I don't think so.
But there are ones we think that might.
Oh, yeah.
We're kind of stacking
I don't
them
know
up.
what exactly happens. All right, now what I'm going to do in a minute is use these torn edges as part of the composition. But we're going to do some stuff here first. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and use this.
Yes,
too.
Sharon. Plastic placemats and cutting boards work well. I like my cutting board, but it's a little heavy.
But it's also textured, and that's not a good thing. I mean, really, that is not a good thing. I'm going to use a smaller brayer since I've got a smaller.
Well, there are cutting boards that are not textured.
Yes.
You want to make sure that, if you're using it for the gel print.
Absolutely. Okay, this is better. More better. More better. Okay, so
No worries. Thank you, Tanya.
we've got 3 things here we're thinking about pulling up this wonderfulness here. Okay, so I've got options. I've got my silver, golden,
which has been quite lovely. And I tell you, mixing it with the gold is really cool.
and I'm just, you know, it is, you can see on here, it's semi-transparent. That's what I would call it. It's not totally.
Yeah.
It's semi. And I'm just thinking that might be kind of cool. And really, you know, what the hey, it's just paper.
Yes, it is.
Okay, you want to make sure that you have plenty of paint on here. Because if you don't, you're going to start pulling up your lovely background you have here.
Yeah.
And I always just do this. Chunk, 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 chunk. Kind of, you know,
Smush it out.
smush it out and get it going. Now, you do not want to linger. This is I don't have any other medium in here. This is just paint right out of the thing, so there's no retarder. And when that happens, you want to get things down.
And you can see the image through there. Part of that is because, like you said, it is a semi-transparent, but then you want to make sure that you brayer out that whole layer thin enough so you can either usually see it visually, like you kind of see the texture of the image transfer, or you can kind of see it through the paint itself.
Now, if this were any other paint except a metallic, I would put it aside and let it dry.
Yes.
But one of the reasons we decided to go ahead with metallics today is because they're going to dry
Quick.
quick.
Plus they're fun and pretty.
And
Julie, no. A inkjet printer will not work. You have to have, and that's because the toner actually lays. Ooh.
Okay, now you see what happened here? It did not adhere, but I mean,
like that, though.
talking about
Happy
lucky.
accidents.
Happy accidents. That is lovely. And I'm always excited when there is a little bit left on the plate because that's going to make a future pull that much more interesting. Now, I'm predicting this is going to be a lot more...
There's more contact with the paper.
Yes, because this is the rice paper.
Oh my goodness. I love it so much.
Isn't that wonderful?
I've been watching too many of Izzy's like robot things. I love it so much.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get this up, but I'm going to use gold. Now that we've got this. So, what?
Tanya says she's listening while she works. It's like whistling while you work, but she cannot whistle.
Okay, now this is golden fluid acrylic. It's not high fluid. The high fluid is the one that has the pointy nozzle.
Yeah.
This one. And it has things
It's
in
liquidy.
it has little balls in it. Can you hear?
Oh, I kind of heard it. There you go.
Yeah. Okay. But so, high fluid. And this works really well, but you want to have everything that you want lined up, ready to go. Because once you put this down, what?
Violet says there's an angel in that pole and she loves it.
An angel.
I don't know which one, but if it was the first one or second one. Oh, see, the gold's going to be awesome. It's so pretty. I'm very interested in how that scrapbook paper's going to, because it's going to leave some of that. It's going to leave those lines.
You know, this is the paper. I know that this is the Sumier because one side is slick and one side is not. And I can always recognize that.
And this was just some of your oh, yeah, it's not. I would say that is not the slick side.
It isn't the slick side.
Because it would probably pull up more.
It might. I don't know. I think that's done.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that beautiful?
You couldn't have planned that.
I couldn't have planned that. Oh, nor could I replicate that. But I'm thinking if I just kind of, chill here for a minute.
She's going to chill for a minute.
Chill for a minute.
See what happens.
Well, that isn't great, but
Again, you might be happy. Who knows? Ooh. I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either.
That's pretty cool. That's some kind of Robin McClendon sort of business right
Well,
there.
I'll say now, the next one is just going to absolutely blow your mind.
If you're watching, Robin, give us a shout.
Yeah.
Leave a comment below.
Okay, I can go with...
Would we lose our minds if Robin McClendon left us a comment? That would be pretty cool.
That would be very cool.
We'd be kind of fangirly on that. Sorry.
Yeah. Nickel Azo Gold. I don't know. I've heard it said.
I know. I'm like, oh my gosh, have we been saying it wrong?
But then I hear somebody else say it, and then they say also.
I guess we could go to Golden, and you would think that they would say it properly.
One would
think.
Okay.
Oh, the first one has the angel. Okay, that was the really cool pull. I'll have to look for the angel. And let me know if you guys want me to zoom in or not. I think, with the gel printing, it's a little bit better to be towards the back here. But let me know. I can zoom in if we need to. Yes, you can use a clear media. In fact, I don't know if you want to kind of...
What? Oh, you want me to pull? To you? Oh, to go ahead?
Once you clear that one...
Okay.
And we'll start a new one, and we can do a more clear one. We always just like a little
I want
sparkle.
y'all to know last night I spent 2 hours mixing paint, and I haven't used any of it yet. By golly, I'm going to be using it. I'll mix that stuff. I'm going to use it.
So all your golden paints are thick paints, Julie says. But, you can always add...
No. Oh, all of mine? No.
Well, no, all of Julie's, I think.
Has.
Yes, she's saying.
Oh, well, you can always thin them down.
Yeah. That's what those mediums
Yeah.
help you do.
Well,
Just remember, it's going to change timing and things of that nature, depending on if you're going like with the, you know, the soupier it is, I think the longer it takes. That's general rule, right?
No, the soupier it is, the faster it dries.
Really? Well, that makes sense because
Yeah.
it's thinner.
Thinner. Yeah, come on.
The thicker it is, the longer.
Yes. And then if you add retardant to it, which I've added to all of my transparent paints,
Ooh.
that you're going to have a nice long... Oh boy, this just isn't
Yeah, you're having...
giving up
I
the
wonder if this
ghost.
is that one plate, though, that... So this was another funny kind of observation we made with P doing the side-by-side plates.
Yeah.
Every plate kind of has a different, you know, feel about it. They all work a little, you know, depending on what you've had on it and what's still left over there. What day of the week it is. Planetary alignment. These all, you know.
Okay. So I'm just going to give this one... this is some good stuff on here. I do not want to waste
Oh,
it.
I would, yeah, I think, yeah, you definitely want to use the medium versus water. Because water is going to do a whole other thing. Like, it usually creates the breaking apart, Come on, help me out, P.
I don't know what you're talking about.
She doesn't know what I'm talking about. When you add the water to the paint, and it creates kind
Okay,
of the,
yes,
the burst.
you do not want, yeah, oh, you're talking about on the watercolor, where you're...
No, making your acrylic paints more high flow.
You do not want to use water.
Right.
The reason you don't is because the little bonding agents that you have in here, I watched a whole thing about this the other
Look
day.
at her getting node up. I love it.
Watch the whole thing. It was, if you add water, it starts breaking down. So what you want to do is you want to use one of your mediums. This is glazing, but it would work.
Yeah, she has both. So
Yeah, that's what, if you want to make them loosey-goosey, add a medium to them. Don't just add water. The water is not going to work. It's just not.
the retarder to your high flow. No, there really would be no...
Well, sure you could. I mean,
depends on
you
which-
know, if you wanted a little bit more time on your plate, you can always add retarder. Now, the retarder is also going to make it thicker.
Yes.
So
And also more transparent. Slightly.
yeah, slightly, since you're not going to be using tons of it. But, yeah. Okay.
There's about a million things that happen. And,
Absolutely. Or more.
you know, we're only about a quarter way in. And it depends on the day.
It absolutely depends on that.
Okay, so we had,
what
hello,
is-
Margalo. She has
Why
arrived.
my thing
So-
is not turning properly. I need
She had a little crash the other day, or thought it was connected and it wasn't connected.
I don't know.
Kind of worried about what's
Okay.
going on over there.
All right, so I'm going to use the Expert. We'll do little.
Oh,
Now, this
and-
is a different plate.
And
but-
hello, Eva. Eva has joined us as well. She says that she loves the brayer off there with the gold and the blue. It does. It looks quite lovely.
Oh,
we
over
keep
here?
those.
Oh yeah, it's on a
I've noticed you've kind
Land's End magazine.
of... Yeah, you've been using the
I've
magazine.
been saving all the trashy magazines that come.
Trashy. They're not trashy, like, in that sense. They're just catalogs.
Yeah. All right, I have slightly bit of. Now, did you notice? Look at how nice this is brayering out. I want you to think about what happened with the golden a while ago.
Yeah, that does look beautiful.
Nice and smooth. No lines. Love it, 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 love it.
And you didn't see... You should have shown
1,
that before you rolled out your
2,
paint.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Oh, you went 12 this time. And voila. Looky there.
Now, this is probably not, although, look, see when I turn it? Can you still see some of the,
And kind of turn it back towards yourself a little bit. And then towards me. There we go. Now you can see it. Because it's picking up the light.
see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about. Okay, now I am not going to, I'm going to use this for
Julie,
something.
the only... I mean, The retarder is great when you're using stencils because it gives you time to get the stencil down and to rub.
Or if you're making
and,
mark making on your plate
Right.
with the little stylus
So, like,
things.
you don't have to have that. And if you're doing these types of processes, it really is better the quicker you can kind of move along.
All right, whoa, don't do what I just did. Really,
Stuck
really
her finger in it.
dumb idea. Okay, it's not like I don't have any other gel plates here, so let me bust out another gel plate.
I want you to show some of the newer papers, too.
Okay.
Because these are all, like, we'll send them to you. Like, if you don't have a laser printer and you want to use the same papers we've got, we have these available in the shop now. And I think...
Well, where are those?
What are you talking... Well, there should be a whole stack there. Did you pull them off the printer? I don't think you pulled them off
I
the
don't
printer.
think I can pull them off the printer.
She's going to go get them.
Hot damn. They're not hot. Well, I'll tell you what.
No, they're cold on the... Cold off the printer because they've been there for a day. Not
Oh,
hot off the press.
Boy, if you grab these when they're... Oh, yes. What was I thinking?
I don't know. You told me to print them.
Silly me.
She mixed paints instead of playing with the papers, but that's good because now we have them. Otherwise, I would have had to print out more.
This is very true. All right, I'm going to do a little tear.
Oh goodness, it's snowing where Isabella is. I think if that's what you meant, that it's actually snowing outside. It's just been cold and well, it was really rainy yesterday, but busted. Yes, she has 7 of them now. Now some of those, the reason she has multiple plates is because we cut up the 8.5 or the 8x10, right?
Yeah.
Or was it the 9x?
The 12 by 12 is what we cut all our...
Oh yeah.
Remember, I had the big one. And I used it a couple of times.
But
And I was just like, this is just really... This ain't doing it for me.
Well, for the live streams, it's terrible because it's
It
really
would take
big.
up all of this. There would be no room for anything else.
Yeah.
And, I guess we could reconfigure our entire... But my thing about it is I would rather pull a bunch of little ones rather than just
Yeah.
one big...
We like small things.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go with a whole different idea here. We're going to use some of my custom made...
Oh, Robin, I'm so glad you asked. Okay, let me, before you go into that, because I want to answer this. So, the laser printer that we have is no longer available. Meaning just, they've moved on to different models. Not that it was...
Yeah, it's old.
It's just old. It was like 2 years ago. Old. But what's really cool is they have, and I think it is extremely, it looks almost, I mean, the look of it is exactly the same, but they have what is kind of like a tank version. And so you just have these big syringe looking things and you put the toner in there and it has like, it goes up to like 5,000 prints and everything. It's an HP.
And it's really cheap.
And then the toner things are, you can get 2 for like $30 to refill it. So I'm thinking that if this one, dies on us, or if we just get to the point where, hey, we want to try out a new one, and we're becoming so successful at printing laser prints for everyone, maybe that's the option. But anyway, we have that available in that blog. So if you go over to our website, it's our latest blog. I have those things listed in there. And they're affiliate links. We appreciate the, little bit that helps us out here and there. Every little bit adds up, and it's really at no additional cost to you guys. That's how those affiliate link things work. But anyways, that's that. Now back to you.
Okay.
Please like, subscribe, and ring the bell if you haven't already.
So, one of the advantages to making your own laser print pulls is that you can change the color.
Yes.
And
Layer things.
This is opaque. You can tell because it's got an O on the bottom.
That's how you know. And that this will not be a repeat mix because she doesn't really know where those
But I
paints-
could get so close
she
to
can.
that. I could get so close to that.
We'll have that challenge. Like there'll be a little
Okay,
bit.
now look, we've got some stuff going on here.
Yeah,
some
you do.
weird stuff going on here. Okay, this is from my...
Is that from the remix?
It's from the remix. That's all right. We're going to make this work.
Yeah. I think that those things are pretty cool when that happens, actually. Like, if it's just one solid color, it's not as interesting.
Well, it's certainly not one solid color here. Okay, now this is a little bit loosey-goosey, but if you're going to err towards the side of too light or too thin, I'm just going to go this way. Okay, now I need another piece of paper.
Oh, a different toner might give different results. Give them a
Well.
test print sheet before you buy.
Aha. You know, you could be, it could be a totally different recipe because it's in a syringe form.
Yeah,
we
I
need
don't
to
know.
check that out.
I don't know that would... I mean, we could ask HP.
How nice that is.
Those are some really great teal lines there.
Great
HP.
teal lines. Okay.
I mean, that's the best pull of the day right there.
So funny.
I am hilarious.
Okay.
So this is the cover sheet, and I was, you know, for those of you that have ordered, if you let me know, I will send you a new cover sheet, because some of them I was just printing out on the inkjet to kind of save cost or whatever.
I'm gonna fix him to do that one in a minute.
But I will send you a new cover sheet so that you can do exactly this, because I feel like I kind of gypped you.
Look at that, isn't that wonderful?
Because P has gotten so much excitement out of it. I was kind of like, when I first thought of it, or did the packs, like, well, I don't know.
Yahoo! It's dry. Okay, are we going to use my new silver?
Do it. I think either that, or I would love to see the stencil butter, like the yellow stencil butter.
Okay, we're going to allow the group. I'm leaning towards silver or this really chartreusey.
Yes. Okay, but we're gonna give you guys a little time because
I'll have a snort of coffee.
She's not actually snorting it; she's drinking it. She just likes to say that.
I used to tell my kids, excuse me, I have to go outside and smoke and drink. My junior high kids like that.
So inappropriate. Oh.
I said, you can chat amongst yourselves while I'm gone.
What were you out doing? You weren't smoking and drinking.
No, I probably had to go out to my car to get something that I took home that I needed for, you know, whatever.
You left the junior high children alone for more than 5 minutes? Oh my God.
Oh, my car was parked right by the door. This is when I was out in the portable building.
Okay.
That was one of the reasons I loved it. I was right. I mean, I could just park right by my door. I could leave my stuff out there,
And you didn't have to talk to anyone else.
I back up and I could just open my trunk
Yeah.
with my thing, and oh man, that was great.
That's hilarious.
Burn incense and play loud
Okay, so
music.
here I'm reading. Okay, we're getting some teal and gold. Yes, silver. Yes, chartreuse.
Aha, my kind of people.
Becky likes the gold, silver, but I think our chartreuse wins. We're going with the chartreuse because we got 3 or 4 of those.
Well, I'll tell you what, we need to get a hold of Golden and see if they can hook us up. Or I mean,
She wasn't drinking and smoking.
no, I wasn't. That was supposed to be funny.
Oh, she just needed to get away from the kids. Yeah, well, that's probably a little bit true too. Some days
I love my junior high kids.
she did.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
Wonderful. Okay, guys, now this is a stencil butter. This requires an extra little expertise, I guess. I mean, just kind of knowing that it's going to dry pretty darn quick, and it's pretty thick.
And it's going to be a little bit thicker, and the opacity is going to be greater.
Yeah, you can kind of even see it in the camera there. A little bit of the...
It's squishy.
Yeah. But we so love this
And
green.
this definitely needs to be allowed to dry completely.
Oh, see, Gail's a teacher as well. She's next to her portable, and Park's right next to it too.
You know, I love it because I would always. Junior high kids are stinky. I mean, they are, and they would come to me right after PE. You know, running around, whatever. And they're supposed to take showers, but I don't know if they do, or I don't know if they don't know about deodorant, and you know all of that. And they would just stink up my room something fierce. So I would
fierce.
open the windows and burn incense.
Oh.
And
It does not take long. Isabella wanted to know how long it was going to take to do for the stencil butter to dry. It doesn't take long.
yeah.
That's one of the things that we kind of like about it, but you got to be quick and, you know,
Yeah.
not dilly-dally with it. She's going to leave the print on there and let it dry for a moment so it gets good contact, because that's one thing that we notice, especially with the glaze. Remember that with the
Yes.
Dicky boot and stuff? Now, that takes a bit longer.
It really does. Now
But
I'm
it's
gonna
cool.
pull this with silver because I know it's gonna just make you jump for joy.
Julie's taking us now to the kitchen. She couldn't stand it any longer. She needed to go get some tea.
Okay,
Okay.
so I've got my
The Gail says, "Oh, OMG," or I think that she meant OMG. You were talking my life. She must teach maybe junior high kids too. They are
You know, I
special
love
talent.
them. It's my favorite age to teach,
They're just
but they are challenging, and they make you think. They make you do
you still got a little you still have a little bit of green mixed in there. so
I
it's-
do, but I think it's kind of nice.
I like it.
I think it's going to be absolutely stunning. Okay, now we're going to let this dry.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons that, especially like when we're doing the live streams, we stick with a lot of the metallics, is because they do dry so quickly. Some of the other paints, like, so if P were to use some of the ones that she mixed, because most of them, if not all of them, have retarder in it, that would be a lot longer. And in fact, whenever she does some of those, as far as like doing the laser transfers, the image transfers. Ooh, I don't know. Did that? Oh,
I pulled it a little early, but look.
Wow.
I mean, isn't that just gorgeous? Now, I still have some cool stuff out there to work
Yeah,
with.
you do.
So that, you know,
If she would have left it on a little longer, it probably would
it would
have
have
pulled the
been
whole
a
thing.
much better pull. But, you know, sometimes I'm okay with it not all coming off.
Are you gonna put some more of the watercolors down? See, she got into the mood of just pulling prints
Oh.
because she thinks
Sure.
you were supposed to be mark making on some of our watercolor.
Well, now I've got them all covered up
She
with
does all of her plates,
all of my... Okay, let me see here.
and you were supposed to try to do one with the clear or clear-ish.
Okay, well, let's just take this bad boy here. You want me to do... It's not going to transfer. If I wanted this to be a transfer from there to here. Now, here's what I thought.
Okay.
What I thought we could do is let's pull some tissue paper.
Ooh,
Because
and
then-
we'll overlay it.
We can put it on top of this, and we'll still get the marks. But because of... And you can see the waviness of this paper.
Oh yeah, it's not. Gonna
I
make good
don't
contact.
think we're going to get a really great result from the gel plate.
It's gonna be very splotchy.
And it's going to be hard to get it to stay on the gel plate for the time it takes to dry it. So let's do, I'm just going to leave this on here because I think it's kind of cool looking. And I'm going to use a...
Gail says they want to make you cuss. Like this.
Okay, alrighty. We're going to use some of my new stuff here. I have no idea what this is going to do. And I know what I want to do. I want to use...
I didn't take art in junior high because you wouldn't let me.
Well,
or
you were in band and you couldn't do both. Which is, you know,
really dumb because I was terrible at band. Terrible.
horrible.
I
She was a mess.
didn't like it. I didn't want to be there. And then I had,
Okay, this should be a really interesting color.
I did have the art teacher, which was Bobby Weed, who was also the teacher in high school for homeroom. That's when he got his first dose of.
I know. I used to talk to him, and I could tell that he was just so uncomfortable.
Like,
He was such a very nice
he was
man.
extremely nice person.
And I was just, you know, I said, Is she being a total pain in the ass? Yeah, I
Sorry
understand
about
that. I understand that when she was in 4th grade. Okay.
Oh, and this was watercolor. I'm pretty sure.
Well, whatever it was. Okay. So, here's what she would do. I was so excited the first time she raised her hand in class. I thought, oh, she's just going to get to shine. And here's what she asked.
Can I do something else?
I already know how to do this. Could I do something else? And I'm just like, you little poot. Okay, look at that. Isn't that wonderful?
I love it.
I love this, and I love that.
And you guys remember, this is like one of our stencils now. Of course, the size has been altered. And then I've made it a bit more of a step and repeat. So it is actually, they're seamless. They call mine seamless designs. They're not completely seamless once I get my hands on them. But, because I alter them a lot. The waves. But there you go.
Okay, I'm going to do this one next as soon as I pull that other one off of the... Because I love these swirly-do things.
Swirly-doos.
Swirly-doos. Okay, so we need to let that dry.
And that one might take a little bit longer.
Yeah, because that was some really soupy stuff.
Well, and it has retarder in it.
Yeah, it does. I know that for a fact. Anything that I mix, I put a little retarder in.
Yeah. Stencil butter, man. Telling you. Look at that. Even though you on your image transfer, it kind of went blobby on that one side, I like that. That looks cool.
Oh, down here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just where it was a lot more
yeah, it didn't.
dense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Loving that.
I'm telling you, hey, the Crafters Workshop, if you want to hook us up with some more green, that would be really awesome.
Are you hearing us? Are you listening?
We really love it. We may have to buy it.
Okay, now this could be something if one of you did not want an ATC and you would rather just have a print. Since it's being produced today, you have that option.
Oh, look at that. Just let us know whenever you contact me.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what do we want to do?
I don't know. I think you need to do that other little sheet. The half page.
This one?
Business, yeah.
Okay.
And
let's live dangerously
Oh.
here. Let's live dangerously.
I love it. You know, we've got about 13 minutes.
This is usually when I get something stuck on the plate. This is my stick it on the plate time. All right, we don't know what happens when we use silver as
Fran's here. Hey, Fran.
transfer. Hey, we've been talking about you all this time. You missed out. Do we? We do not know that. We do not know if this is possible.
Oh, if it's going to pull the image.
I don't know.
All right. I like what you're doing, though. I like this idea.
But just
and check out that silver, Fran. She's the one that got everybody all excited about the silver stuff. I think, right? Yeah.
I feel so fumbly with those stupid golden lids. I just hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, now remember, metallic paint
Try it.
must get on immediately. Where's my...
Yeah, where's your really pretty... Yeah, there you go. And freaking out the camera.
Okay, now remember, we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, because it's metallic.
Isabella says the pressure's on to be outstanding, P. Yes, we were talking about you, Fran. Ooh, I think something's there.
Oh, it is. It is there.
It is there.
It is there.
You need to focus in there. Come on. I wonder if I zoom in, if it'll...
Can you zoom me?
Oh, there we go. Oh, there. Look at that, guys. Now, let's discuss. What's the next color?
Yes. Because it needs to have contrast. So we want something, but we're going to put this, now this is going to dry really, really quick. Really, really quick. Okay, we're good to go. We're just
Yes, we will need to put a darker
coming and
color
going.
over the
Coming and
silver.
going.
Coming and going.
Coming and going. Okay, so we know this is an opaque color because I told you that when I put it down.
Okay, hold on a second. This might be life-altering.
What?
Golden makes a lid grippy tool. And she loves it. Robin. I tell you, Robin knows all the
Robin.
things, man.
Because number one, with my eczema and my fingertips, that little ridgy stuff there just
Eats 'em
eats my fingers up.
There you go.
Bad.
We'll go be investigating that along with the
No kidding.
Indian yellow.
Indian yellow. All right, so we know this is opaque. I'm going to try to pull this with a transparent.
Okay, but I think we're getting some. All right, let us know on the. I think for the silver one, they're kind of voting either like a black or dark blue, dark purple, Prussian. Yeah, we'll probably go Prussian.
Because I just know. Or.
Aw, you guys. Aw, Margalo. She says, y'all are my art teachers now. It makes my heart happy that PM Artist Studio, Texture Junkies, and at Carrie Gibson Art are all out there.
Oh,
we are too. Thanks,
we
Margalo.
are. We're a family.
Yeah, we are.
Okay, here's what I want. I want the butter in the blue.
Oh.
To pull that silver.
business over here. You sure you don't want pink? She gave me a dirty look.
Okay, this is what color I'm going to use to pull the silver.
She's got to pull it with the butter.
I'm going to pull it with the butter because we know that the butter is good stuff. Okay, so I want to be kind of playful here. And
oh, I loved this idea. I'm really digging this kind of. If you could fade into a purple, that would be really outstanding.
oh, well, we can
challenge her. I
We
have.
can do that. Oh my goodness! And I just mixed up the most awesome purple.
See, she
Okay.
stayed home. She didn't go get drenched and
Yeah, well,
look
that
at the
isn't my
lights.
thing anyway.
No.
I have a. You know, when you're talking about purple, you're not just talking about one thing. Mariah, see my other purple one? Here it is.
Oh, Laura,
Okay.
Laura R says the golden lid grippy thing is great. Only a couple of dollars. All right. I also like using a jar opener from Pampered Chef for these in larger jars. There you go. That's some good stuff. Oh, bye, Tanya. Thank you for stopping by and listening. Appreciate it. Ooh, rich royal blue. Yes. Ooh,
This
no.
one or this one?
Ooh, well, I like the purple. All right, come on, guys. You got to give us real quick.
You have red violet and you have blue violet.
I'm going with, I like the lighter purple personally, but you guys got to let us know and be quick about it. I'm going to grab the first maybe couple that answer, because remember, we got that little delay. Right here. Oh. Oh, yes, bye, Deborah.
Did she vote before she left?
No, well, remember, they're probably still kind of catching up. And I
Okay.
hate doing that to people when they're heading out, because then they feel obligated to...
They might have to go pee, and it
Yeah.
might be really important.
It might be. Purple.
Well, now come on.
Okay, purple, dark blue, dark, lighter. We're kind of half and half. Red, violet, blue, violet, lighter purple. So which is the... I think there's more for the lighter.
I think so.
I feel like that was... Yes, okay. Good job, guys. Margalo says both.
Well, I could have.
I could put a little swipe of it all in there.
A little swipe of it all.
That's a lot of paint.
It is.
She feels okay about that.
I feel okay about that. And the reason I feel okay about that is because I'm going to show you something
Oh, it's gonna
else.
be so pretty, I think.
Do you see the stuff on there?
The rippling.
The rippling. Is this piece of paper going to work?
I think so.
That is going to show up, I hope.
Oh,
I
I've seen that on some of yours.
I could have continued brayering that until it was nice and smooth, etc., etc. But the thing that I really like about the transparent paints is because I have used retarder in them and they have so much impasto in them, they really, that peaks and valley thing,
Yeah.
I love that. And I mean, you can keep spraying it out until it gets
Till the cows come home.
positively smooth. But you know, that is not where we are, and this will take a bit to dry.
Okay, so leave that one over there. Then let's pull the silver one.
Let's pull the silver.
And we're going to stay around and we're going to pull that one. Or can we? Do you think it? Because we've got 5 minutes.
No.
No. Okay, that one might be one for the... You got to come back to the group to see it or something. Or I'll post it. I'll make a short. We'll pull it with a short.
Look at this stuff.
Butter.
Butter.
We do love this stuff. We keep finding new things to use it on.
It's really a... Kind of get me a platform there. Look, isn't that just fascinating how that does that? I just love that. One of these days I'm going to just pull a print with that. Now because I want to get this pulled today, I'm going to try to get as much of off here as I possibly can to just
thin it out.
Hasten the drying process.
And what's nice is the butter does pull pretty quick, or it dries pretty quick, especially when it's very thin.
It really does.
And whatever mixatives and things that they put into it, I believe that, you know, they wanted that to happen because you usually put it on pretty thick. So they need a good drying agent in there, is my suspicion. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, Violet says she just realized she thinks that she's a little heavy-handed when rubbing the paper on the plate. It depends, like, so where
now when you're doing your transfer, that is absolutely. I'm so glad you said that. You must be very gentle
on that.
You want to just press it down in. Now when you're doing your pickup, your pickup pull, yeah, you can get after it like a biting sow.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, bye, Heather. Thanks for hanging with us.
Okay.
Be sure to come back, comment, do all the business to, you know, come back and do the 2,000 subscriber business.
Absolutely.
Okay, can you put a jelly plate away with the print left on it?
Absolutely. Yes. Overnight that baby.
Yes.
Look at that.
I love that she asked that, right? But she's heading out. But she's like, okay, before I go. Yes. Bye again. All right, what are we doing? Why don't we just...
We're waiting.
We're waiting. Okay. You got 3 minutes.
We've got 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Well, I'll work on mine.
Or you can kind of show some of those other ones, or you want to show your leaf, or let's kind of wrap it up and do a little preview of some of the things. Sorry we didn't get to more of the gel printing over the... Oh, we were going to do some tissue paper. Remember, we're going to do this next week. We're going to bring more of this back. Because we love doing this.
And I have another whole project to do with tissue paper and a new medium. Yes. But it will include the gel plate. Yes. And I was trying to find my dadgum leaf. I just started covering stuff up back here, and
That's what happens.
Anything.
She gets in a flurry of a hurry. Oh, the Baron is awesome. Marianne sent that to Pete, and I'll tell you what.
If you don't have one, I highly recommend it because I've got gel plates down over here. I'm gonna talk about those real quick. Look at those. Bring those back in and remind you how wonderful those are.
So we did gel print over one watercolor today.
And we do. And here's one I've been working on. Mariah, are you zooming me in?
I'll zoom you in some more here. Look at that. I can go in even maybe one more.
And I worked on this one.
And that was stenciled on. That was kind of the resist one. What did you use? That was the heavy duty medium, right?
Yes. That's out there on there. And I don't know that I love that with the watercolor so much. I like it better with just the plate. I think I like the watercolor. And this has the gel on it too.
Oh. See, I like it. Mine looks kind of cool.
Yeah. I'm really, I'm not hating this.
It needs some work still.
but I'm not in love with it yet. Look at this. Here's a little bird. Can you see the little bird
I do
there?
see that. It looks like a mallard.
Yeah, and here's a little crab down here. And here is a merman coming out of the sea.
There you go. It's all very aquatic.
Yeah, here's an ankh. There is I don't know, what is that? Could be a bird in flight.
There you go.
But you can...
Oh, yeah, it looks like a duck taking off, you know, when they're coming out of the water.
Uh-huh, yeah.
There you go.
And then if you turn it upside down, everything, a lot of different... Oh, look, you can see a profile there. See the profile?
I do. It's actually like a double profile.
It is, because there's the eye and there's the nose on the other. Oh, this is...
Like the shadow, yeah.
El Horno.
Mm. Don't read into that too much. Can't wait to hear what Mo says about that one. Okay, you need to pull that print, if it will pull.
I don't know if it will.
I hope it pulls. We're going to stay on until it pulls. We're at 12:01 anyway. We're already over. Here, hold on. Do I need to back out?
Oh, yeah, we got it. We got it.
I'm going to back out. Oh, goodness. Woo-hoo-hoo! Now, that's some shiny business, y'all.
Shine on shine.
Yes, but hey, it worked.
It works.
Okay, come over here if you would please, P, and then we will do our ending thing. For those of you that came in late, I would love it if you'd give us a thumbs up if you haven't already.
Let's pull this.
She's gonna pull another one. Look at that. Oh, it's the one. Look at that. Oh, and you had some of the grungy stuff kind of left over there from the other. Oh, that's some good stuff right there. Oh, look. Oh, that's so cool. So when you turn it, you can see. So that had some of the previous from the topographical, pointy doodle business. It's not dandy doodle or Yankee doodle. It's pointy doodle.
Pointy doodle. Pointy doodles.
Stuck a paintbrush in his hat and
called it macaroni. Okay, I absolutely love this. It just can you just, when you kind of look at it.
Oh, I'm very in love with that.
So good call, guys, on the paint
Yeah.
pulls. This is the transparent.
Here, I'm going to back out a little bit further. Okay, so you're going to come over here and we'll say our goodbyes and all of that business because we're running 12:02. Look at us. All right. Nothing says that we can't stay on, but
Well, my stomach's going to start
I know, we're very hungry.
Interrupting the flow and the go here.
The flow and the go. Okay. As usual, if you want to be interested in the 2,000 subscriber business, you must come back, leave a comment in the comments below. Let us know that you want to be entered in all of that business. Let us know what you liked about the live stream, this, that, and the other. Laura, you need to get back to me and let me know A, your address, and B, if you want one of the prints or something from today, I will go ahead and send it out, or you can have one of the ATCs once they might be done. You can also send emails inquiring about those.
Yes.
Anyways, so yes, if you are new to the stream, you're just hitting us at the very end, would love for you to come back, watch the replay. They are always available. And if you are new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. If you are not a member of the Makers of Mixed Media Art and Artists Facebook group, you can join us there. Make sure you answer the questions. And that's where we hang out during the week, and we'll show some of the things that we don't show otherwise. I've been really trying to do that, show more, like, certainly before anywhere else. Like, that's where you get kind of the preview and the background business. You looked super cute today, by the way, in your periwinkles business, and looking very dapper.
This is my Peaky Blinders hat.
It is. You look so cute in that. I love that. All right, guys. Well, we will see you next week. We're going to continue on with more of this that we did today, which I thought was very exciting. We love the transfers. I'll be making more papers, and if you want to try some of those out, do let me know. Always reach out. I will send out samples if you want them. And then I loved Robin's idea about finding out if that one printer... What if we could take it to the store and we could bring in our thing and ask them if they'd print some for us?
Well, on their
That's a
demo
good-
one, I would think
Yeah.
that they would want to.
Yeah. And then we'll find out. So
Oh, yeah.
stay tuned on
Because
that.
I think that, yeah, wouldn't that be horrible if you went ahead and purchased that and it didn't even work?
Yeah, if it was some kind of different mix.
Because it very well could be.
Yeah.
You know, this could be next gen something and it doesn't, you know.
Screwing up the whole, you know.
My old printer over there, I guess this is going to be really attractive if it comes to the point that they
Oh, there
don't
you
make
go.
that kind of stuff anymore.
There you go. All right, guys. Love you all, and we will see you
Yes.
next week. Bye.
Thank you.